So bees do it? Even educated fleas do it?
Yep.
Yeah.
You didn't know that?
Now that song's stuck in your head. Good evening and welcome to Carnage in D minor, a Vampire the Masquerade chronicle set in late 1980s Oxfordshire. Already awakened for the night ahead is Ms. Hart as daughter of Cacophony, Alina Carnage. Daybreakathon is the kindred known as the Piper.
Hi.
It's the fact that I know you were waving and you were like, oh shit, I've got to say something because they can't see me waving. Muscavian is the kindred Richard. Gothic Ferret is the Tremere Ambrosia.
Hello.
Dead Western is the Nosferatu FX Leech. And Fenice Starlight is the daughter of Cacophony Octavia. I'm really proud of myself every week that I say daughter of Cacophony and don't fuck it up.
That's still
Now
a
say
hard word
Melpomene.
for me to say.
Melpomene. Melpomene? Melpomene?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Peter Piper picked peppers.
I never know how to say that word.
Worcestershire sauce.
Which was
I
just
mean, Worcestershire sort?
Peppers
aluminum.
Peter Piper picked.
The coterie are vaguely split up from each other. Richard having just stepped out of the bathroom and looks similar to Octavia but couldn't quite pull the look off perfectly. Olina, Octavia and the Piper are sat at the table. FX, though, has been intercepted by the only other Nosferatu in attendance. From where you are, FX, you can see that Ambrosia is being escorted slowly inside. The Nosferatu stands before you in a very expensive suit that hangs off his almost skeletal frame. Through a toothy rictus grin, he introduces himself to you. Good evening. You must be Mr. Leech.
I am, and who do I have the pleasure of speaking to?
You can call me Mr. Ash.
Pleasure. What brings you to
Indeed.
this gathering?
It's an invitation. Don't often get invitations to social soirees.
I was quite surprised to see another. But how can I help you, Mr. Ash?
I was just wondering, what have you seen around?
I don't know, but I have a bad feeling. I think it's some type of, it's gotta be some kind of trap. Especially when we showed up and found out that two of my coterie members were supposed to perform. That was odd. That wasn't on the invitation. I just feel like I'm waiting for something to go wrong. You noticed
Interesting.
anything?
Well, you see, I was told by a semi-mutual contact in Oxford to seek you out.
Yeah,
How do you do?
I do well. Well, I guess if you just want a buddy, you can stick with me. I'm just gonna keep it.
And he'll just start patting you on the head. It's not like that. No. You notice the little satin rope across the stairs?
Yeah, I see it.
Yes. What did your Nosferatu senses tell you? Clue or bait?
I'd say bait.
Correct. There's only two of us here, so she's minimized something she doesn't want found being sniffed out. We're not going to take the obvious bait. That's there for others. And to us, it's a message that she says she has nothing to hide. What do you make of that?
Everybody has something to hide.
That's very true.
Well,
And what do you want to do about it?
find out. Give him a big grin. Did you have a plan?
You're not bad, kid. I almost feel sorry for you. I'll tell you what. Just in case you need to know, The cellar is the only reliable way out of here, should you need an easy exit, that is, for whatever reason. I'll even tell you what, buddy. Here's my number. He'll write down this landline thing, give you this card. Get in touch with me should you get out of here. The cellar entranceway is amongst a hidden panel that runs under the grand staircase. If I were you, I'd look around to see if you can cause a distraction to make sure you've got enough time to find the panel. If you need it.
Okay. Thank you. That's very generous.
Anyway,
I'll, like,
it,
take the card.
it looks like the missing member of your coterie has been escorted here. Good evening.
Good evening.
Hello, darlings.
Hey. Long time no see.
Yes. Well, I was detained.
Nice.
So, what is going on?
Well, the sisters have been drafted, as it were, into some type of performance. We're just waiting for it to start. Just speaking with a new contact. Actually, could you do something for me?
Who are you addressing? Me?
Yeah, you.
Okay. And what would that be?
See, I was told, which I want to confirm, that there's a little bit of an escape room. If you could cause a little bit of a scene for a moment so I could just walk over, take a couple peeks, and see if I can find a panel, that'd be very helpful.
So you want me to cause a scene?
Yeah, I mean, something small, just enough to buy me a minute, maybe.
By the way, you're all at the table together, just so you know.
Oh, we are.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, you want a scene? I can cause a scene.
Great.
Yeah.
I don't care who does it, but if we do need to get out quickly, that would be good to know.
Yeah, I think she is more equipped at the scene thing than I am.
Great.
So what's the sign? Like, what are you gonna do so I know to cause a scene?
I'll just.
Bark like a dog?
I think I might be a bit obvious.
How do I
What?
look? I'm not causing a scene with my appearance, am I? And I look
The soup dragon's hair.
and I look like Wish.com. Was it Octavia?
Octavia.
Yeah. I look like
Yeah.
Wish.com Octavia.
You look great! And I pat your head.
Thanks. Can you tell us apart? I point
Yeah.
to Octavia.
Yeah.
No, not at all. Not until you talked.
You must have worked very hard
Oh.
on that.
Okay. As long as I can fool the people after the daughters.
Okay, what if I sneak over, you keep some eye on me, and then when I'm ready, I'll throw up a peace sign. Does that work?
Totally.
Okay. Peace sign?
Oh, a peace! I
Yeah,
thought you were like,
peace
a
sign.
peace sign?
No, a peace.
Like, what are you going to do? Like, just take
No,
a piss
no.
in the middle of the floor? Like, that's a distraction in itself.
No.
Oh, don't make me laugh.
And then with that, I would rise, and then he said it was over by the stage, right? Like in that
No,
area.
the staircase in the main hallway.
Staircase, that's what it is. Staircase to the main hallway. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna sneak over and get close to it, but not like too obvious. And just kind of stand
on then, yeah.
there. Yeah. Just kind of
Yeah,
stand there and then wait until like there's kind of like a lull, like maybe not a lot of people are like around me, and then throw up my peace sign and then see if I can find the hatch.
Okay. What's the distraction going to be? First of all.
I'm assuming there's glasses around, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Do I need to, I'm guessing I do, use anything to sing loud enough to break a glass?
Yes. I don't know if you have it, though.
Yeah, I don't think I do. Okay.
Oh, Lena.
Always
maybe
the
we could
good old,
sing a
we
duet.
stand up and trip over a chair.
Yes, I will sing a duet with Wish.com Octavia.
Octavia, can you throw your voice and make it sound like it's coming from me? Yeah?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. That way, if someone attacks the stage, Octavia's safe, and we'll keep you guys separate, and I'll pretend to be Octavia, we'll do a duet, and Octavia sings for me. Because obviously this voice isn't fooling anyone.
So I would say I've probably been teaching Octavia Fleetwood Mac songs. So I would start singing, Little Lies. No, Rhiannon. I'd start singing Rhiannon.
Oh, are we gonna go up on stage? Or is there someone already up there?
No, let's not go up on stage because the Battle of the Bands hasn't started yet.
Okay. Okay, so I guess what? Are we gonna go into like an opening on the dance floor or something, and then start singing a
I would
duet?
just hop on top of the table,
Oh,
no?
on the table?
Yeah,
Would
just where
cause
we're
a
at.
scene.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. So should
Should I hide under the table?
Maybe. I think it's
I'll hide under the table.
the whole point is for them to think I'm you and not for them to see double.
Yeah, exactly. So I'll hide under the table. Okay.
Okay. So I guess I will do a performance role to do the
Manipulation and performance, and it's going to be an extremely hard difficulty.
why is it
He's-
gotta be that
he's-
hard?
Technically, like,
He's
Lip
just lip
singing.
syncing, but at the same time,
Lip-syncing,
does
yeah.
he
You
know
look
the
like a
lyrics to
4-year-old's
Rhiannon?
first attempt at using clay to make a fucking statue of someone.
Okay. Does my specialty in impersonation count?
Oh, I would say so.
Yeah.
What's
He's actually trying to impersonate.
what skill is
Performance. I have performance with a specialty in impersonation.
Yeah, all right. Yeah.
Thank you.
How well do you know Fleetwood Mac?
That grin.
All those dice.
oh man.
All those
wow.
dice.
Wow. I mean, the goal is not to do it well. The goal is just to attract attention.
Oh.
So,
I'm making a scene, y'all.
uh-huh.
Wish.com Octavia, here we come.
Everyone takes their very well thought out position, Octavia hiding underneath the table. As fake Octavia stands on the table
Fake Octavia.
and tries his best to actually give a rousing song, and unfortunately, everyone just looks at you. Like, what? Ever so briefly, and then just carries on. This performance is terrible.
Oh man.
It's worse than karaoke night.
Oh,
You're being completely ignored. So much so that the beast inside of you is scratching on the inside of your skull. You cannot use teamwork and perform any action that avoids establishing dominance or challenging authority at a 2 dice penalty to all of your pulls. This compulsion ends when you have won and gloated over it. You are suffering from the dominance compulsion, Daddy.
I will shove him off of the table and continue to sing and use awe. Do you need to see it or can I just roll it?
No, I remember what Or does. Yeah,
So-
yeah.
Is there any chance I can just help attract attention as fake Tavia is
Wait.
shoved off the table?
You can play backup on kazoo.
I'm thinking more the vibe of the piper starts laughing as the figure ungainly tumbles down. So much, leaning back in chair full on falls over, loud clatter, crash. I will tell you from experience. It draws attention. And then you will hold their attention.
I mean, Alina's singing's certainly going to work.
He wants to be dramatic.
Yeah.
Alina, you begin just singing. You're not channeling any of your vampiric abilities into your actual singing voice. You're naturally talented, of course. But what you are doing is subtly tapping into your perception by others. They probably know what's going on, but certainly all the kine are just instantly raptured. Many of the nearby kindred are also just watching. Certainly enough in that room. If FX would like to do stealth and investigation, it's still going to be moderately difficult, but not too bad.
Can I use stealth and investigation? Because they're both abilities.
You're right. Do wits and stealth for me, please.
Wits and stealth. Okay.
Can't argue with that. You begin fumbling around. There's still kindred and a few kine milling around, but you're subtly touching these panels, back to these things. Like, what's going on over there, And eventually you find a panel that is hollow.
Okay.
You know better than to just burst open this door and like, hey, y'all got any secret entrances in here?
Yeah.
So you take mental note of where the panel is. And,
Okay.
it's a single panel. It's wide enough for one figure at a time.
Okay. Does there appear to be a way to open it? I don't want to open it, but just make sure it's not if it has a latch or if you just bust right through it.
It'd probably be one of those pushed in the right place kind of things,
Okay. Sick. Great. Well, with
There's
that,
a bust of William Shakespeare next to a red telephone, right? And you put that up. The bookshelf disappears, and there are these two poles, and one of them actually says "dick" on it.
Oh, there you go. All right.
So-
Hell yeah.
Because of my compulsion, I feel like
Mm-hmm.
I want to sing better than Alina. So,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm. Good luck with that.
I know, Miss Hunt, I know. So can I roll a charisma performance to try and sing better than Olina?
I just love the fact I know what's coming up in this. And it's like I really tried to make this spooky, and you're like, you know what? What we do in the shadows? Let's go.
Isn't that how they all come out?
Yeah,
At this
charisma
point, I
performance.
don't even know what the fuck is going on. Like,
You're
I'm
just
still under the table. Yeah.
Aren't you throwing your voice too? So, okay.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm throwing the voice on top of the table.
Yeah.
Right now, there's a ghostly voice coming out of the on top of the table.
Yeah, and he's trying to sing better.
And
Yeah.
Richard is actually going to be able to sing extremely well.
No.
Yeah, giving the most amazing rendition of Itsy Bitsy Teeny Weeny Yellow Polka Dot Bikini.
Awesome.
We're singing Rhiannon.
Well, he's not.
He's not.
And somehow he is getting more attention than you are. These people who,
Speaking of cacophony.
were in awe, they're just suddenly starting to clap and going, holy shit, this guy is really good.
Yes.
And the worst bit is it's a really shit song as well.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Richard's the best.
Are you still laying on the floor or have you stood back up?
That's to you, Richard.
Me?
No,
Richard.
Richard, are you
Him.
still laying on the floor or have you stood back up?
I imagine I'm singing this as I'm like standing up and getting back up on, like, you know how you see in
I'd
like
like to push him back on the floor.
in okay, in like Disney films, you know, sometimes you see someone like singing as they like go up the stairs or climbing. I imagine like Richard's trying to like go sing like a Disney princess as he's climbing up on the table, and then you're gonna push him.
Yeah,
up.
I'd like to push him back on the floor.
But fat,
And just
Tackle.
to
that's for
craft,
Katie.
I am providing a kazoo backtrack to whoever currently has the more stable footing.
We'll find out. Richard, how would you like to respond to being pushed?
Dodge.
Dex Athletics, Richard. And Olena, tackle, please.
And just for the record, the kazoo backtrack is being provided by somebody who does not know either song.
I just assume that means I got it and rolled for damage.
I had way more dice than you, but no, you won.
You're also getting up off the floor.
Yeah,
I don't know
that's
if you
Richard.
realize
You are pushed straight back down onto your bottom.
You do not take my spotlight.
Yeah, so I assume my gloating does not count if I immediately get pushed back on my ass.
I wish it did. I wish it did. But no, it doesn't.
Oh, you know what? That should have been at a negative anyways, because I don't think
I figured, but
oh,
it didn't matter really, did it?
Oh, well. I feel like his ego is going to be a bit bruised now.
Who's your bum?
Yeah.
Skipping around the table, providing kazoo to the victorious singer.
Which is Olena.
I now want to hear a kazoo version of Rhiannon.
I know what music is.
I heard her breath. I thought it was coming.
Yeah, I did too.
Same. I was like, they're actually gonna do it.
No, much like the Piper, my musical taste is wildly out of date.
Well, Rhiannon was written in 1977.
I could give you the Gay Gordon.
FX, you gonna wander back to the table?
Yeah, let him know I found it. Sit
I'm sorry,
back down.
1977.
Just kind of look
I'm
at
gonna
Richard on the
peek.
floor and just not
I'm
say
gonna
anything.
peek from
Yeah,
under
right.
the. What's going on? I'm gonna stop throwing my voice up on the. Should I come out? Okay. No. Should I just stay in here?
Stop.
I'll
Oh
stay
my
in here.
God.
This looks weird.
Shiver,
I'm
Shiver,
just gonna
stop
stay
that.
in
Stop
here.
that.
God. Yeah, come up. You're good.
Okay. Pepper, do you have another mask? Perchance? That I could borrow?
Padding
Want my
pockets.
sunglasses?
I imagine there's not like a. I don't think I have another proper mask, but I probably have some scrap of cloth that could be like a bandana or something.
I appreciate it, but I'm not gonna get that on my face. I don't know where that was. You know?
The Piper shrugs, does not know either.
Shrugs, wipes their nose with it, puts it back.
It polishes the beak of the bird mask.
Yep.
Yeah, well, I found that panel, so if we need a way out, We could just go through there. But till then,
Oh, that's what we were doing.
yeah, I wanted, a backup plan because I don't know about you guys, but this place is kind of creeping me out. Just a little. I mean,
No, it's
he like he says that, and then he kind of just like pauses for like a moment. It's just like, oh yeah, it's Piper, like obviously. Okay, well, we just sit and wait.
you're starting to understand Piper a little too well.
I mean, when you're neighbors, you kind of get a feeling for one another.
Pats FX on the shoulder this time.
Cool, well, he just kind of like leans back in his chair. I guess I'll just be here.
A dinner gong slang.
Gongs.
A dinner gong slams! I don't know why gong and slams together, one after the other, just completely broke my brain, but it did. A dinner gong slams over the comparatively large crowd, drowning out the voices and summoning everyone to the large open plan side of the mansion, which is where you already are, where every one of the kindred are able to find a seat at their own table amongst you. The lights are dimmed as a set of doors burst open, a long frame with several kine restrained by tight silk binds and hanging upside down from a long metal rod that stretches from one end of the macabre display frame to the other. But what catches your attention most are the 6 figures in lurid green shell suits that all bear the name Vic.
God, not these guys.
Carrying the frame into the middle of the seating floor. 4 more Vics push in a large cage with a transformed 12-foot-tall lupine. The gathered kindred all begin to clap at the strange presentation. Titania, now on stage, once more invites everyone to enjoy the presentation and feast before the battle begins. The lights rise as the kindred leave their seats and look over the caged lupine, as others begin to feed upon the helpless kine. Titania begins making her way towards your table, but is intercepted by each one of the guests on the way first. Is there anything you would like to do before Titania arrives towards your table?
I had already boosted my stamina. I'm gonna boost my dexterity.
I
Yeah.
would like to also boost some stats. In fact, I want to boost. Guess how many can I spend?
Guys, she's coming! Get swole!
Yeah,
Um,
no, literally, like I'm gonna get swole right now.
So I
Oh,
would like
hell.
to boost. Since I get to spend 3 blood points per round, I want to boost all 3 physicals by 1.
What do we say? I mean, I'm assuming you guys are gonna do the talking, but this is a little strange.
Yeah,
Extremely.
I'm gonna boost my stamina and strength.
Yeah, you're right. We should let Piper do all the talking.
Oh, cool. Yeah, this is all fine. That's fine.
The Piper waves.
I don't feel comfortable beating in this environment. I'm just gonna stay here.
Yeah. Sick.
There are better places I wish I could be at this moment.
What, the chantry?
Yeah, at least I don't have this. I just have the twins to deal with.
Eventually, Titania makes her way towards your table and stands there, a big smile on her face as she greets Alina and Octavia specifically. Not exactly ignoring anyone else, but she's focused. She's a daughter of Cacophony and needs a daughter of Cacophony, but not Noscavian.
What about me?
Octavia's still under the table, so.
She's greeting me.
I thought you said she came out the table.
No, yeah, I
So
came
we're
out.
both there. So is she greeting
you came
me
out.
or her?
Oh, God.
Or both
She's
of us?
not gonna. She doesn't look at you and think, "Oh, that's some sort of crooner." That is.
So you're
Sorry.
telling me I'm not that
What a
convincing.
horrible accent you were in.
Well, hopefully I'm convincing enough for the Vicks, okay?
Specifically,
A
greeted her
rabbit
mouth
in a
with
wig
microwaves.
would be convincing enough for a Vic, to be fair.
Okay, good.
I apologize for presuming you would join the competition, but as a daughter myself, I thought it would be offensive to assume you wouldn't perform.
Can you tell us more about this competition?
Well, it's quite simple, really. The three of us will sing a song, and whoever is received of the most praise wins. We're thinking of calling it something like a musical massacre.
Sounds great. So what do we win?
You won't.
That's not very sportsmanlike.
Well, what
Let me
would you
rephrase
like?
that. What does the winner get?
Usually their name is sung in praise, and then it is invitation after invitation after invitation to perform here, there, and everywhere.
I get that already.
And most importantly, you entertain everyone here.
What's the loser lose?
Base.
So is this singing
And-
competition between the three of us?
You would be
Excuse
welcome to
her,
join
she's-
if you wanted to. I just thought that
She's good. She's good. She's good.
the door hit you on the face as you came in.
What's going on with the lupine and
Yeah, how
It's a
does
display. Wouldn't you like to see it? Poke it? Bite it? Bop it? Twist it? No, I...
someone should make a game like that?
it's just
At the
there
suggestion,
to
wouldn't you like
be
to poke it? That is where the piper starts looking incredibly thoughtful.
Oh God. Don't poke the lupine. I mean, please poke the lupine. It's not gonna work either.
Unless you want to lose.
You ever
Are
heard
you
"Don't Poke
sure that the
Bear"?
lupine is going to be contained like that? Has it been contained like that for a while? Like,
He's a good boy. He does what he says. We took him out for walks earlier. He's quite exhausted now.
So who's judging this competition?
The crowd. We simply perform a series of songs, and the crowd decides.
By cheering?
Yes.
Huh.
Well then.
And yeah. What
Is
if
everyone-
we're feeling anyone's feeling a little bit stage shy tonight?
Well, then you'd default and lose, wouldn't you? And I would be able
I
to
wasn't saying
say
it was me.
across the land that I was a better singer than whosoever forfeited.
Anyone who hears me would know better.
But I could still say I beat you in a competition, and be correct. What about you, Octavia? You'll join in, won't you?
I'm always happy to sing.
Well then, I'll give you a few minutes to prepare, feed if you so wish, poke the lupine, and whenever you're ready, just join me on stage.
Do you seriously have people poking the lupine?
Sidling that way.
I point at Piper.
Is feeding from the lupine an option?
If you wish.
I'm not too sure if that's wise.
Now, is the lupine restrained and helpless, or would it be dangerous? Would it be dangerous to feed from the lupine? Like, can I tell?
You'd have to stick your face inside of a cage with a lupine.
Thank you.
At what point does that ever sound safe?
Yeah. You know what? I will take her up on offer, and I will feed from one of the kind.
Of course. I will go and meet with my adoring fans. Perhaps, you never know, you might get one or two yourselves by the end of the night. Enjoy. She'll
As she
disappear from
walks
mingle.
away, she is going to turn to her girls. Do not lose. If I have to listen to that thing gloat, I will kill myself again.
We're gonna win. We're winners.
Anybody that boasts so hard is compensating for something. I just feel bad for her. Seeking
Can
all
we
of
tell?
that appraisal. It's sad.
I don't
Actually,
feel sorry for her. I feel disdain.
I feel pity.
I agree with Octavia. If Shiver
I
is
don't
listening,
care. I perform because
He
I
is.
love it, and it is something I was born for. I don't care
exactly. It's not about
about
competition.
the audience competing, being better than somebody. Everybody's different. Everybody's voices is different, and that's the beauty of it.
Yeah, and everybody's power performs differently. I mean, even though a Tremere may learn the same blood magic as me, you're not always going to get the exact same results.
Can we tell whether she's a daughter or is she more a Toreador?
But she introduced herself as a daughter.
Yeah, she introduced herself as one.
Oh, okay.
She was acting more like a Toreador.
She's acting more like a Toreador, yeah.
I thought maybe she was a Toreador too.
Sidling closer to that cage.
Yes, Piper, go on.
I want to look at it.
Yeah?
Specifically,
There's this... It's 12 foot tall. It's got... One of its arms is at least as wide as two of your bodies put together. The fangs on it are probably as long as your forearm. And it looks rather angry.
And tell me more about this cage.
This cage, it's just barely enough to contain him. He's got to stoop over if he stands up on hind legs. It seems to be made of steel, sorry. But it's incredibly shiny for steel.
Do you mean silver or steel?
It looks like I can't answer that question for you, because can you look at a metal and go, hey, that's platinum, that's silver, that's steel?
Well, there is that.
Bite the cage
very
and see if you put an indent in it.
ginger touch. Very, very quick.
I'll tell you what. Do wits, I think, and occult. Wits or
Okay.
intelligence and occult.
Yeah, I'll go with wits.
Yeah, like it can't be steel, it can't be iron. Be sensible if it's at least some sort of alloy that's got silver plate in it, maybe? That would be cheaper. Could be silver. It would make sense to contain a lupine. He doesn't seem to be touching the bars.
And just out of curiosity, just because I gotta ask these questions, I gotta know, how is it locked?
He does not look like Jack Nicholson.
How is the cage sealed? I gotta know, just in case. You never know.
Just, it looks like a traditional key lock, you know? I mean, you of all people, both Day and Piper know that really at the end of the day, a lock is really only there as a deterrent.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I mean, the thing in the cage is deterrent enough for most people, but, as I
Yep.
said, you never know.
You never know.
Yeah, I think if the lupine
Yes, you, the
inside-
incredibly... Hang on, you, the incredibly attractive man with the beard, yes?
Well, let Dave finish their stage.
Okay.
I didn't mean to talk over.
Okay.
If the lupine inside, like, glances towards me in any way, the Piper will just friendly wave. Little kazoo hello.
It'll
Reach the vibe there.
catch you, it'll catch sight of you, and it'll quickly leap forth, bounding towards you, desperately trying to reach out towards you, but it won't cross the bar threshold, and it's just standing there, desperately trying to intimidate you. But Piper, you're not fazed by something like this. Even if there was no bars there, I don't think Piper would be fazed.
I'm not gonna argue with that.
Can I
Yeah.
Tell, can I tell in the cage? Is this like one of those locks that's like built into the cage?
Yeah.
Or is it like a separate, like kind of?
No, it's built into like the door. You know, if you've seen I don't know, probably really old cartoons where animals escape from the circus and there's just like a shitty little door on a jail cell kind of thing. That.
Yeah, so there's no padlock that someone could hypothetically klepto steal.
Right. Right.
Gotcha.
Yeah, no, the Piper just, watches the lupine reach. Just watching. Sort of skips around, almost makes a show of examining the lock, that beaked mask turning back and forth.
It's snarling more and more, and it just gets angrier and angrier at you, and it won't move, but if it could kill you with stares, you would be dead 1,000 times over.
Oh, well, of course. Yeah, and then we just give it a slight bow. And we skip back to the coterie.
Can
And I do mean skip. The Piper's in a skipping kind of mood.
feed?
Please don't let that lupine out of the cage.
I'm curious
Yes, I'm
as to
talking to you.
what her plans for the lupine is.
Why just boasting that she has one?
Richard.
Mm-hmm.
Richard!
Which are
You walk over to this friend. There's several kind just tied by these, must be incredibly strong silk, dangling as they are by their ankles from this frame. Lovely presentation. There's this strange vegetation. I believe that it's called vegetable salad, spread across the entire base of a thing. Obviously, it's nothing to you, but it looks very nice. It looks very fetching. There are kindred just biting into these kine, and they look so satisfied. Even the kine, despite their predicament, despite the fact that some of them don't exactly look healthy, they still take pleasure in the bite.
Are these all
Going
of
in?
the kind or just the hanging ones?
These are just the hanging ones. Some of the hanging ones, you know, they look a bit worse for wear. You recognize them. You've had to make a few of these contacts, you know, when you're a bit hungry yourself and your usual guys let you down. But not all of them are in that state of unhealthiness.
I'll try to
Some
find
of them are quite plump.
I'll try to
Yeah.
find a plump one and eat.
You'll be able to find one. He looks, you know, he is sweating, just dangling kind of thing. How this frame can take his weight, you don't know. You extend all 4 of your fangs, and reach in, biting into the man's flesh and piercing the skin and the vein, feeling the body warm blood go down your gullet and vitalize you. It's tasted better than anything you've ever tasted before. It's a full, flavoursome thing. Even the guy at the bar, when he goes out of his way to make something special, this is beyond decadent. You may slake all of your hunger except one. And I'd like you to do a humanity test for me, please.
I feel great.
You feel great. This is how it should be. This is how kindred were meant to feed. You can picture this kind of exact sort of setup at maybe the first city. Cain stood at the head of the table and you biting into this as one of his left-hand men.
I didn't need that point of humanity. Hey,
This obviously isn't the same as your Japanese, whatever that was called.
Oh no, this is something else.
you guys gotta try this. It's delicious.
I'm good, thanks.
Yeah, I'll
Sure.
pass too.
I filled up before coming.
Same.
Ambrosia.
Hmm.
You can do wits and occult, or perception and occult. Not too difficult.
Okay. Give me a second.
Yep.
Oh, come on, let me in there. There we go. Wits. That's one I want to words. Okay, here it comes. And it's at 6?
Presume it's 6.
Okay.
Wow. This is familiar to you, Ambrosia. There's something about the layout of these kind. The fact that these kindred have a lupine in a cage. All the kind here seemingly enslaved. There's something not quite right about all of this. I'll let you RP that as I go pee.
You know, I have this feeling. This isn't right.
Yeah.
That's why FX already scoped out an escape path.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
I mean we should not be here.
Right. Well,
Something is going to happen.
Cool, let's go.
I
Let's just
remember
walk down the
seeing.
stairs. We could just get out. But I don't know. This lady seems like she might know something, and she is a sister, so there might be something
Yeah.
to figuring out what's going on.
But it's the way the others are acting.
Yeah.
It's almost like they're controlled.
Yeah.
Richard.
Well, all the kinds certainly are.
Well, the kindred as well. I've seen this before. I just can't remember where.
Hey.
I say, let her have her competition and we leave in one piece because I don't trust that Lupine is going to stay in that cage.
Don't break out the lupine. Don't break out the lupine.
Both hands up, beak down.
So what do you
And
two
just like
think?
gesturing with a finger.
Trust me, you don't want to have the thing out.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I think we're all in agreement there.
Nod,
I guess the
nod,
real
nod.
question is whether Alina and Octavia actually want to go through with this. We could leave right now, assuming that the passageway is clear.
Don't I get a vote?
No. What?
Richard,
Yeah.
how are you feeling? I mean,
Fine. I feel great. I feel sated.
Like you don't
You-
feel like, you want to just like be like the rest of these guys?
Nope. I mean,
no
that-
peace, love, and chicken grease and all that other crap that they say.
I'm not. How's that go?
Oh, never mind. It's just something I heard.
I mean, do you want me to try to calm down the lupine?
No.
No.
I don't think we need to
Stop
be interacting
poking the
with-
bear.
Yeah,
I
we,
could-
we don't even need to go near.
It's not a
We
bear,
really
it's a wolf.
Shouldn't
Stop poking
be
the lupine.
interacting with it at all in any type of capacity.
Could like sing
Yeah.
a lullaby.
Please. No.
Okay.
Are
Just
we
don't
in
look at
agreement?
it. Don't touch it. Don't go close to it.
Are we in
Pretend it's not
agreement?
there.
Are we in agreement to leave?
I mean, I don't know. Like if you say that there's something strange, I mean, obviously there was something strange. This whole event
Yeah.
is strange. There's a
Yeah.
lupine there, and the Vicks are here, so that's also worrisome.
Yeah.
I'm really getting sick
But-
of them.
At the same time, the strongest thing both Octavia and I have are our voices.
Yeah.
And at the same time, I feel like there might be something to find here or understand. Like I don't know.
Like, why she got all these Vicks? She
Yeah.
really listening?
Points at Lupine. Nod, nod.
yeah,
Oh,
and
yeah,
how
I
did
know the-
she
I think I know
happen to
how-
have a lupine in the basement? Like that is absurd.
I think I know how she plans to secure victory.
Mm.
Do you really know, or is that just a pun?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask.
With the Vix and the Lupine, the moment we start beating her, they're gonna come after us.
Ambrosia, you
Mine's
said that there's
unlocking and
something
opening the
about
door.
this that is familiar to you. Can you be more specific, perhaps?
How more specific can I be? Storyteller.
Intelligence and occult, and we'll find out.
Okay. And I am going to burn a will for this.
Okay. Can't disagree with that one. You begin searching through the archives in your own mind. You're wondering why this is so familiar to you, and yet at the same time why you can't just recall exactly what this is, until finally it occurs to you, that's a Sabbat ritual. That's how they often feed.
Okay. Her complexion is going to go whiter than normal, and she does have Bliss of Life, but the color is going to drain. And she's going to stand up. We need to leave now. This is how the Sabbat act. This is a Sabbat ritual. I knew I've seen this before. We need to leave.
What's the point of the ritual? What's it do?
Storyteller?
It's nothing magical, it's just... what's the word for it?
A big ol'
A
Sabat
culture
party.
thing? Yeah. It's literally... It's because it was in the Book of Nod that you can feed kind certain foods and things, and that was how they used to eat them. I don't make them like that
Oh,
anymore.
it's just one of the ways they party. We're like,
Yeah.
oh,
Oh,
Feed
so we're at a
mortals
Sabbat party.
Feed mortals certain foods, dangle them, everyone eats it. Apparently it made the blood taste good. First city
So
shit.
it's like drinking pineapple juice.
It's more like a pack picnic. But we're not part of their pack.
Okay,
Why
so it's a
have we-
Sabbat party.
been invited then.
There usually aren't daughters in the Sabbat, right?
There's usually not Tremere in the Sabbat either, but my sire was there.
Are you saying this is all connected to the Trumio?
Yes, actually, it might be.
I
But-
think
Well, I don't want to
Only-
know what
only
else they have
one-
in the basement aside from the lupine that is here.
Only one Tremere, Richard. Only one. Not the whole clan.
Ambrosia, I think you and I are singing the same tune. We're on the same page here about, the Trumio plot and all that stuff.
Please don't frighten me any more than I already am.
The lights dim once more as a spotlight ignites over the stage. Titania is standing in the center of the stage and speaks into a microphone. Good evening, everyone. We've had plenty of time to get ready, and I think you've all waited long enough. Let us commence tonight's Battle of the Musicians. We're still working on the name.
Maybe Battle of the Thespians.
Of the lesbians?
Don't assume my.
Thespians.
Oh, thespians. Okay, sorry.
Thespians.
But we're not doing... Anyway,
Sorry.
you'll notice that behind her the previous instruments are now being picked up, and there is a live band behind her. She'll start, and she
Define
will
live.
do...
Yeah.
It's important to ask these questions.
Some of them are alive with a pulse, for sure.
Okay.
The other person that's just hanging out with the band We call him the bassist. He's probably undead.
That tracks.
No offense to bassists. You've only got 4 strings. And you only play one of them at a time most of the time. Anyway, sorry. Big fan of Lemmy. She'll will begin with a cover of the Ace of Spades. Hopefully. And give a wonderfully rousing performance that actually has people that you wouldn't believe nodding their head along to the sound of Ace of Spades by the band Engine Thing Above Your Shoulders.
Engine neck.
Thank you. Which of you would like to perform? I'm going to say now, this is a difficulty 40 task.
40?
Combined?
Yes. It's an extended task, so...
Oh, it's extended. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It makes me feel better. I'm like,
I
one
was
roll is
like,
not gonna.
what the fuck?
I'll approach the stage.
Piper waves encouragingly.
As Titania is walking off and passes you, she says, "Don't worry, and just to let you know, the performances are being recorded so they can be replayed throughout the entire land for all time. They have this wonderful new invention called a cassette player."
I hold up the Walkman. Yeah. I am going to go up, take the microphone, and use Awe again while singing Eternal Flame by the Bengals.
Good song.
Oh dear. Oh dear. That happened a lot quicker than I thought it. Brilliant. Well, brilliant. It's going to be a short game tonight, guys.
Oh no.
Yeah, I gotta reroll.
You know?
So
No,
we're.
no.
So in
You
other
had me
words,
for a moment.
we're
I was like,
dying.
you think you're about to break into this song, Octavia. Alina.
Elena.
But what comes out of your
I mean,
what comes out of your mouth instead is the repeated song you keep hearing over and over again. You screaming it out loud. You don't even know what the words are yourself. Somehow the band does know the music for this and is playing along. Every single kindred gathered is clapping, singing along, and seems to be enraptured and joyous.
So can I burn a willpower to resist the awe?
It didn't work.
so.
Oh, it didn't.
Oh
work.
yeah,
It didn't work.
yeah.
It didn't work.
Okay. Sorry.
I'm gonna clap my hands over my mouth. Oh my god, it's just like the vision. And back off the stage. Like, hopefully there's like a wing backstage area.
Yeah, yeah.
still a bit weirded out by what just happened. I will go on stage and perform Casta Diva from Norma, the opera.
I'm sorry.
Bellini's
Can you say that
opera.
again, please?
Just
Casta
smile and
Diva.
nod. The words are pretty. Smile and nod.
And where is my specialty? It's charisma, right?
Yep. Please.
Dude.
Ain't no fucking way, bro.
What the fuck is
Like,
going
this
on?
is literally rigged. Like
I wish it was. This is why it was a difficulty 40 task. Brilliant.
Don't worry. After
We should
Octavius-
probably-
I love it
escape
when a
after
plan
this.
comes together.
After we do Octavius Botch, Richard as Factavia can come on, take the stage.
Octavia!
Yeah, the Piper has a kazoo.
Oh my god, please perform together.
Octavia, you think you're about to burst into this song. You've done this over and over again. But instead what comes out of your mouth is the same song as before. You're repeating the fugue over and over. The band joins in. The crowd is enraptured. You finally finish your song. Titania takes to the stage, looking happier than you've ever seen anyone before. She leans into the microphone and says, "We have everything we need. The abomination will be ours. And so will you."
I'd like to
As
tackle her.
every... You can go for it, but first let me finish my thing.
Okay.
Because it might change your mind when you
Okay.
realise literally every single kindred bears their fangs at you and starts advancing towards the stage. And on other members of your coterie. You're all outnumbered at least 10 to 1.
we need.
Yeah,
to
you're
leave.
right.
I told you guys we should not have stayed. You guys
I
never
told you
listened
so
to
that
me.
you-
If you'd have just tried to get out, then you would have been outnumbered 10 to 1 just earlier. This way, you
The
get
outcome.
humiliated as well.
Does Factavia get to sing?
No.
I mean,
You
you
can
can
try
sing
now.
as the entire thing is just advancing towards you. I'm not going to stop you from singing at them.
Okay.
As soon as I see that, I'm bolting out. Like
Yeah.
I'm running. I am not staying. This is a battle loss already.
Same. I'm already halfway to the secret passage.
Yes.
I will go too.
I guess if we're
As-
leaving, I'll skip along behind.
I would like one of you to roll Dex and Athletics as a
I wanna do
representation to
something.
get to. Oh yeah, yeah.
As I am running, I would like to start singing the Pina Colada song, which is also called Escape. And use magical.
That's the emotion one, isn't it?
7 successes. There you
No.
go. Finally, shit.
That's a good girl.
Really?
I mean, that's great. You're gonna make kindred of the
I
Sabbat
just want them
act-
subdued.
act in their true nature, so they're gonna be more ferocious.
What do you mean?
I thought it was inflicting an emotion.
Yeah.
Yep.
They are
Affected
very
individuals should
emotional.
act in accordance with their natures. Enraged conformists would join a riot, but not start one. There's already
But
a
she
riot going
chooses
on.
the emotion.
Yeah, I choose the emotion. Like
Affected
the
individuals
riot
should influence
example is
them.
only if you sing I Predict a Riot.
And then the emotion gets interpreted through the filter of their nature.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So they may not submit, but
Hmm.
I want to subdue them.
Yeah, the difference between somebody whose response
Yeah.
to fear is fight versus flight versus freeze.
Yes.
Well,
So that-
I'm not inflicting
Well, no, but it's all
fear.
fear. But that example.
I'm inflicting
Yeah.
subdue.
I'll tell you,
Yeah.
that will be absolutely a-okay for you, Olena, in theory, if FX does his role successfully. If we'll get to that. For you to be able to get to the panel, no problem.
Okay.
So, someone needs to do a Dex Athletics roll. Just one person on behalf of the coterie, with the exception of Olena, who is going to sing her way there. Now that I,
I
think
would
about
like
it.
to paint the scene. It's basically starting a riot. And I'm singing, if you like pina coladas.
I will.
Was being surrounded by Sabbat kindred that are literally tearing each other apart, trying to get towards you all.
Getting caught in the rain.
I'll roll Dex Athletics and I'll shout, I bet I'm the best runner.
By the way, everyone, the guy with the -2 penalty is going to do this roll for you all, just so you know.
Wait, why?
I forgot
Is
he
he-
has the.
Okay, someone
Yeah,
else.
who's
can
got
go
dice
ahead.
for this? Because I don't.
I do,
I have
but I have a -2.
I have
What
3
is
in
this dex
I have
dexterity.
6 -2.
Dex Athletics.
Yeah, letting the guy with the -2 is still better than letting me do
4.
it. So
Yeah, we're both at 4. me
Yeah,
and-
because
I'm also
I'm
at
at 4. Mm-hmm. 4.
Okay, do it, Rich.
I'm just looking at Octavia like, why the fuck am I in this coterie of turds?
I'm here to make kazoo noises. I don't know what you want from me.
Bonus -2. Here we go.
And this is the best person for the role, and I had to point that out, and it's still him doing it. Oh,
He rolled 3 instead of 4.
Oh, you know
you
what?
are very.
I have my leather jacket on. That's another -1. My bad. I have -3.
Why
Oh
should your
my
jacket do
God.
minus? No, I don't think your jacket's going to do that. I'll let you have that for that. That's stupid. Your jacket's not that heavy or cumbersome.
Oh, okay. Well, I just grabbed.
I don't. I think that doesn't make sense to me. A leather jacket should not be,
Yeah.
encumbering you.
Well, the.
I've always thought that too, but
Oh. Okay.
So
Hey,
get-
hey, look.
Nice.
If that actress, I can't remember her fucking name, can run in high heels in Jurassic Park movie that I also can't remember the name of, then you can run in a leather jacket, no problem.
well, then you got like Black Widow who wears nothing but a leather bodysuit.
Apparently, she ran
was
out of
fucking adorable.
Jurassic Park to feed him.
Yes, I know which one you're talking about.
I think it's
Jurassic
the Lost.
World.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. Anyway, you'll be able to run to the panel. Under all the carnage, oh my god, I said the name of the chronicle. FX is easily able to find the panel, push it back in place, and out of all of this strange carnage, you somehow manage to escape. Olena comes singing towards you.
Right to me and escape.
It opens and reveals a winding iron staircase that burrows into the ground. Everyone heading down?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm popping
Yeah.
a
No, I
spider
think
in
I'm gonna
my
get
mouth.
stay to get torn apart by the Sabat.
Well,
No, I'm going. Thank you.
They might appreciate kazoo.
Richard would
I mean, they might.
Richard would yell, "You can't catch Speedy Dick."
Mm.
I'm just
that's a slippery dick.
I'm just trying to
I was gonna
gloat
say, you need
over
some
how
lube.
fast I am.
I mean, technically you succeeded, so
Right.
So what you're saying is that dick always comes first.
Yes.
I guess we're about to like see what the fuck is going on at the
And that's
in
why
the
I date women.
basement.
Yeah, I'm popping a spider in my mouth.
Num 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 num.
Good idea.
Mm-hmm.
The stairs come to an end in a dimly lit room. Next to you is a large storage area filled with oil drums, chemical fertilizers, and other various tools used in the maintenance of a large mansion. Across the floor's room from you is a closed doorway. Desperately straining against heavy chains that hold it back, though, is another enraged lupine, reaching out for the door. Though it is just out of the creature's reach, it affords you all enough of a distraction that the monstrous beast hasn't turned to notice you all.
These damn things does she have? That was in character.
I told you that I kind of was not excited to see what else was in the basement, and here we are.
In hindsight,
Yeah,
I
because you
think
said
we should
you
have
said it's
freed
just
that
like
lupine.
walking around, right?
Bringing that lupine would have been the death of us as well.
Yeah, the
can't
Piper
control
made
a
those noises while
lupine.
miming opening the door and then getting mauled.
Sure, but there was enough Sabat up there that the lupine could have been distracted with eating Sabat, and we could have got away.
Why are we talking about this and not running?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because your choice is between the Sabat and a lupine, or a
Yeah.
lupine.
The lupine can't quite reach the door. Scoot across, open it, scoot up.
Can I? There's a place where I can hide from the eyes of my coterie and use obfuscate.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
God.
yeah, there is.
Yeah, I will use obfuscate, and then I'm gonna try to sneak past.
Really? Are you sure you want to do that?
Yeah, I mean it's Jedi mind trick, so he could do a contested roll to try to spot me. Oh, okay. I guess I'll just stand still. I don't have a light on
In
me,
what
so I
form?
can't light the
In
oil
what
and
form is the
fertilizer.
lupine right now? What is their
Pardon,
form
sorry?
right now?
They are, I don't know which, they're transformed into hulking,
Darren?
horrible kill mode.
Well,
Yeah. Okay.
okay, so they're in Krynos.
That,
They're
presumably?
beast.
Yeah, they're
That
in
would
the
be
form
their
you don't want to mess
warrior.
with them with.
That's their battle. Yeah.
They're pissed off.
Half man, half
They-
wolf monster
Yep.
form.
They still have somewhat of a mind, or is it
Yeah.
just rage?
Well, right
It's
now
just
he's probably
rage.
just raging.
Could you
Wait, does anyone have any
Um,
chocolate?
It's called hold on, I gotta think. It's frenzy.
I'm just asking because we're not the ones that entrapped this lupine here, and there's a group of people with another lupine up there. I was wondering if we convince it to just go and wreak havoc on the people that trapped it there. The lupine would just go upstairs, deal with the Sabat, and then we go. But if they're all rage, I don't know if that is even a viable
Well,
possibility.
Could you describe
They're
the room again,
animals. You
please?
wanna?
You could try to pacify it by trying to calm it down. And that would have to be up to the storyteller. It's whether you could do it because you can quell. There is
Quell the
a
beast.
yeah, quell of the beast, and so I don't know if the daughters could
I was say
Mimic
Octavia,
that?
let's sing a
little
lullaby.
lullaby.
Mm-hmm.
and that would calm it down enough because right now in the state it is, you're not going to get anything from it because the way that he's describing it, it's in a frenzy, and it's going
Right.
to kill the first thing it can get a hold
Whatever it's in, yeah.
And the-
Yeah, so that's kind of why I want to know more about the layout of this room and the length of these chains and the position of the door to see if we can find a way to say free the chains and direct it at the other door while not being the first thing it sees. Can the other people be the first thing it sees? Can we arrange that? How's the room layout?
You could do that with enough imagination and successful dice rolls.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Yep.
I have the
Yeah.
imagination.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure the same thing out. Like, I will tell you that. Like, I will, like, this thing is not angry at us necessarily. It is angry because it's been trapped, but the people are upstairs. We're not.
So, storyteller,
No.
what do we have
It
to do to
ca- it-
point
they're
this thing at
captor.
the other guys and get away?
Figure out a way to break its chains or pull the chains out and it not notice you.
Okay.
That's a
And who are the
job
people
for the
who are speaking?
Nosferatu.
And like we got a couple
I'm-
people who can't be seen.
Yeah, I mean, I can
These are
try.
werewolves who have extra sensory abilities and are really good senses of smell.
Yeah.
So, like, wouldn't rely on your obfuscate.
keep
But
in
mind,
also,
I'm-
I'm klutzy.
obfuscate isn't invisibility. It's more like mind fog where you
Yeah.
don't perceive
Yeah.
them. He's still going to get a roll for like an awareness check.
Sure.
But it's it doesn't matter if he's hearing, seeing, or smelling. Obfuscate kind of just works the same. It's like a mental. It's kind of like in Doctor Who, the perception field or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And also, if I was, because it's like the chains are chained into the wall. They're like bound to the wall, I'm assuming.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Most likely silver.
So it would make a lot of noise too if I was gonna, because I might be able to rip them out, but
And you wouldn't be obfuscated at all.
Yeah.
Like at that
and
point, even
so,
if you did. So
yeah,
because you're interacting with something.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think the way
so-
it
It wouldn't
works
work.
is he'll be obfuscated up until the interaction. Once he completes the
Yeah.
interaction, that breaks his
Mhm.
obfuscate.
yeah. And
So
I'd
how
do it
about the other
twice.
plan where we sing it a lullaby, try to put her to sleep?
Yeah, that's probably.
Or at least calm it down to where you can tell it, I'm going to let you go and take your revenge on the ones who brought you here while we tiptoe out.
So
That's what I was thinking. Because, Lupine can get in the rage, but they're still people. Like
Mhm.
they're not
so
just beasts.
No, they're not. They're animals.
my idea of singing a lullaby to the lupine is a good one. I had that idea like what,
Agreed.
15 minutes ago, and it wasn't
Yeah,
a good
let's sing
idea
it to
then.
sleep.
But now it's a good idea. I just
No
want to
one
point
said
that
it
out.
wasn't a good idea.
Wow, they lose one fucking song contest, and all of a sudden, Richard's fucking Michael Jackson.
He's a diva.
Well, he's Factavia right now.
Oh, yeah.
Octavia, that cracks me up.
Okay.
I'll reach out my hand for Octavia.
I'll take your hand, like what?
So will Richard. 3 ways.
Surely there's a lullaby that
Ow,
we
ow,
both
that
know.
hurt.
Yeah, I'll take fake Tavia's hand too. The more the
Okay.
merrier.
I can't sing, but here we go. Distant moon, so big and bright, soft as silver, glowing through the night. A high
I don't know
top,
if we should
the
mention
mountain
silver.
gold. Sun unseen, the world is cold.
We're dead.
I pulled up a moon-themed lullaby.
Charisma and performance, please.
What he's doing
All
now?
3 of you.
I would like to use.
I'm climbing up onto the wall to get out of reach of certain claws. Like,
Okay.
I'm going to the
I'd
ceiling.
like
I'm
to
going
use
the
magical.
ceiling.
I figured.
Yeah, I'm also gonna try to use Madrigal. Do I click it on here?
Yeah,
You
if you
should
go
be able
under
to click it on
disciplines
the
and just click it.
disciplines.
If you scroll all the way down, you can use your singing
Okay.
Speciality.
speciality, yeah. Which I actually forgot to click.
Wow. I can't argue with any of that, can I? That's
I mean, I got
lot of
6.
successes. Yeah, that's a lot of successes just there.
The dice making up for the contest.
Thank God.
Lupine begins to calm down. It's no longer clawing at the door, pulling at the chains. It seems to just wander back into the corner, sits in the dark, and just curls into a ball.
Mood.
Aw. I'd like to walk out the door.
Absolutely no problem.
Yep. I'm crawling
You'll
across
be
the
able to-
ceiling and out the door.
You walk across.
If someone else wants to reason with it, go for it.
You walk across, and just as you're walking across, you just hear it whimpering and crying. And the door silently opens, leaving behind you the ancient enemy, and revealing onto you all a large laboratory. There are a number of empty cages, enough to hold several people at once, as evidenced by the one cage that still has 4 kine in it, although they are seemingly unconscious and neglected within. A far smaller cage hangs from the ceiling. Within is a body leant against the bars, a piece of wood noticeably protruding from the body's chest. Amongst the large metal tables, ad hoc barber's chairs, complete with restraints and various other miscellaneous equipment, trinkets and furniture of bare exposed walls. Even the door you came through seems to have disappeared into thin air. What would you like to do?
This is so
Shit.
Tremere. I hate proving Richard Wyatt right, but this is very Tremere.
See?
Yeah.
It's always the Tremere. Do you think maybe we should take out that stake and see what our friend over there has to say?
They're gonna awaken a frenzy.
Maybe. We don't know. It's a possibility. We can feed them blood, too.
You've also got to figure out the physics of how you're going to pull a wooden stake out of something that's hanging from the ceiling.
I would
Oh.
also like to
Well, one of us
take a
is
good
climbing the
look.
wall, so.
I want to take a good look. Yeah, because I'm on the ceiling. I would like to take a good look at the one in the cage to see if I recognize them.
Perception and alertness, please. Or you
Yes,
can do
sir.
perception and awareness in this instance if you want as well.
I'll
Is
do
the
awareness. Why
kindred staked somebody that
I'm
either
gonna
of us
burn
know?
another will.
We'll find out in a moment. Lucky you burned that willpower.
Yes.
As you look over this cage, you look at the dead body, and this body is... it could be anyone. It's a corpse, but the clothes are vaguely familiar to you. And you realize that's Gemini's body.
Oh, I'm scurrying down onto the cage, and I'm ripping that stake out.
Yep. He does not awaken straight away.
Can I try to break the door open?
Yep, strength. Strength.
Is it considered a new round where I can burn some more blood?
Absolutely.
Okay, so I have 3 now. I'm going to put 2 more in strength and 1 more in stamina.
Yeah, I guess this is like a new scene, so I have to like reset my boosted things, right?
Yep.
So when I boost, how am I supposed to roll that? Do I just put a bonus of 3?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Okay, to give me 5.
And you said there
No,
was
it's showing
no
3.
doors in here?
Correct.
And with the willpower, I am
No windows either.
4 successes.
Very nice.
I'd like
You
to hide
crawl
under
down.
a table.
I'll give something to you in a minute. I'll give you a roll in a minute.
Okay.
You crawl along the ceiling and down the cage. Your fury takes over. As you rip the cage off its hinges, the body flops out into your arms as you gracefully take it down to the floor. You rip the piece of wood out. The body is unresponsive and remains in torpor. Olena, perception alertness, please. Carry on, please, Ambrosia.
Did
she
you
is
mention
going
maybe
to
using
try to get
awareness?
one of the kind.
Only alertness. You will have to do Dex lastly to break the lock, please. Olena!
Okay.
It's 1, but it's a crit.
Yes, it is. As you're looking under the table, you see wheels, small little plastic wheels hidden just under a sheet next to one of the walls.
Are they attached to anything?
They are obscured by a large drape hiding it.
Well, let's get rid of this drape.
I rolled a 2.
I can't remember what you were rolling for, Ambrosia, sorry.
To break out one of the kind because she's going to wake up her sire.
Alright. You don't have anything. Yeah, you'll be able to just barely pick the lock and swing the cage door open
Yes, she
and
will
drag
grab.
one of the kind out.
Yes, she will
Yep.
grab. She's very determined to save
Yep.
her sire.
Now kiss.
And Olena, you walk over to the obscured wheels, pulling a curtain off, and find a VHS player and small TV attached.
Press play.
The tape plays, and the picture loses tracking every so often, but you're still able to see through the snowy-like picture the same room that you're standing in. Kine are being escorted from a cage and placed in the chairs, their limbs restrained as Vix lurch forward towards them, being shaved, the hapless victims, most of which are frozen in terror, save for the tears streaming down their cheeks. The picture cuts out and shifts to a shaky vision of a tall, slender creature with a frill-like flesh crown protruding around its bald head. A clawed hand stretches out with elongated fingers that rest upon Gemini's shoulder. The pair step forward, obscuring the camera as the sounds of bones cracking, skin being stretched, and Gemini's voice muttering incomprehensible spell work. They step on to the next person, waiting for the screams as the camera tracks over to the previous chair that shows a perfectly placated Vix sat there now, before the video just cuts out.
What the fuck? That was in character.
I'm by you, Alina, and like I finally realized that like Ambrosia is doing something. I don't know if anybody is looking at what is happening over there.
Yeah, because she is about to slit her own wrist, drop the blood in his mouth, and let him tear apart a Kine.
Yeah, I imagine the Piper just kind of watching.
I would have went from the video to Ambrosia, because if anyone's gonna understand what it is, it'd be Ambrosia.
And I'm following
what
you.
are you doing?
What'd you say?
What are you doing?
What am I doing?
Yes.
Waking up her sire.
Why?
Are you asking
Are you
Ambrosia?
out
Are
of your
asking-
mind?
Does
That was all in
Now,
game, yeah.
Ambrosia?
Okay,
Yes.
I'm doing it. And she's taking her nail and slicing her wrist
does
over the mouth.
does Richard know what Gemini's voice sounds like? Have we heard him talk?
We had the vision with Octavia's
Yeah.
past.
Okay.
Yeah,
We talked to him.
he talked before we killed him.
Yeah, that too, yeah.
Okay.
It's
I have something I
my
want to
question
do.
is how is she going to revive him if she's not a lower generation than him?
She's not
Yeah.
thinking.
Yeah, the Piper's just watching, mildly
Yeah,
curious.
say that in character.
No, I am saying that in character to her. And I'm like, do you also think that this is a good idea after knowing what your sire has been doing this entire time?
She
He
does have a
can
good point.
get us out of here.
Or get us killed? Because clearly this is
outta
what he's
here.
been plotting. Ambrosia, wake up!
He's my sire.
Yeah, and he's a traitor.
He had
I-
his chance, Ambrosia. He had his chance. You gotta take him to the prince.
That's a good point. I'm gonna eject the VHS tape and take it with me.
Yes, that's a great idea.
You're gonna see tears of blood starting to come out of the corner of her eyes.
I know it's tough. You have every reason to be grieving, but we need to get the hell out of here.
Richard, would you please carry him? She's going to lean down and very tenderly kiss his forehead and tell him, I'm sorry.
I'll just like unceremoniously walk over and just like scoop him over like a sack of potatoes.
Yep.
Right.
Now we still gotta get out of here.
There has to be a way out.
FX.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Perception awareness, please.
one secret passage leading to another. You said perception awareness or perception
I did. Awareness.
awareness?
And it was very
Can I help?
alert of you to notice. No, you. Well, I'm.
Can I do one too?
Wow.
Yeah, fuck it. Go on.
Yay.
Awareness.
Does my
perception.
specialty of sensing the unseen apply?
Yes.
And there you go.
Okay.
We're going to talk about that speciality.
All right, I'll just leave it unchecked then, if that's too vague.
No, let's go for it.
Okay.
That's all right. In this
I
instance.
rolled.
Excellent. Octavia and Richard, the both of you notice a strange, out-of-place panel in between two bookshelves. It's a simple brass plaque. It seems to be stained with blood, though.
Put Gemini's hand on it.
He's got no blood.
Maybe.
I love how there was like, put Gemini's hand on it. Fuck that guy. I don't care if it doesn't work. Just fucking put his fucking
Killed
hand on
my
it.
fucking
He's a
sire.
piece
He
of
can fucking
shit.
die, in my opinion. I have no sympathy for him.
Well, if
He's been killing my kind, killed my sire. He could crumble to dust. I give no fucks at all.
Chills.
it if this is Gemini's magical plaque, then either his blood or maybe that of his child would look best.
That's pretty sound, yeah.
She hasn't closed the wound on her
Yeah.
wrist yet, so she'll just
Go for it.
do that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Burn a blood point as you smear your blood over the plaque and watch as a small rumble gives out as the bookshelf next to you begins to move to the side, revealing to you a large stairway that leads straight up. Everyone going up?
Always behind bookshelves.
Yep. I'm going.
I watched a lot of Scooby-Doo when I was a kid.
That's my point, though. Everything. It's always behind a bookshelf.
It has to be a bookshelf.
Yeah, it's like a
bookshelf
law.
that at my house. Yeah.
Or like a big painting, but it wouldn't be okay here, like in this like underground laboratory.
And not
we-
to be a nerd or anything, in my Fallout games, all my secret passages have the bookshelf doors. So
See, it's always behind a bookshelf.
Mhm.
Never behind a kitchen table.
nope.
Or
I
the
mean, it would be
kitchen
rather
sink.
hard to put one behind a kitchen table or under the sink.
We did have someone step into a painting once, though.
Yeah.
We also talked
Yeah.
to a wall.
Yep.
What do you mean we, Ms. Hartz?
Okay, I also talked to a wall.
Thank you.
Remembering trying to get Masquerade to eat his way through the wall. He could have done it.
That was a thing.
I take it you're all going up and out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it encourages people to inspect bookshelves, and by extension, I'm hoping that I'm encouraging people to read more because they're looking for secret entrances, pulling all these books out, and they're like, "Hey, this might actually be an entertaining book to read," and you fucking read a book.
Secret
Come.
passage behind every one of my books.
Yeah.
Got 'em.
There's a secret passage to adventure behind every book.
You step out into a large courtyard drive. Many cars have been parked up and are lined up around the road. The mansion itself is lit up, but every window has its curtains drawn and the door shut fast.
Are there any
It's
cars
time
out
to
front?
steal one of these.
I'd recommend it.
Who can do it?
I point to
Probably.
FX.
Yeah.
Yeah, all heads turn.
Yeah, I'll make my way over to one that would fit all of us and break in and try and hotwire it.
There are no Porsches. Porsches.
I think he's just worried about getting out.
Mhm.
getting away,
That's
getting
it.
away
Getting
from
the
this.
F out.
Alina wants to leave in style.
I'd rather
you
die
can
than
do-
be seen in that.
You can do perception and alertness, or you could do the easier role of dexterity and larceny, but you won't get
Oh.
as good of a thing.
So you said the first one was perception alertness, and the other one
Correct.
was dex larceny. It's only
Correct.
one dice less. I'm gonna
Yeah.
gamble on the perception alertness.
Can I?
He's
help them by
gambling!
looking-
I'm gambling.
Can I
Yeah,
assist?
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Do I need to roll
Just-
two, or is that just?
Perception and alertness.
Nice.
Not so
Yeah.
nice.
I'm glad you got
But nice
it.
enough. You begin looking around, and there are all these cars, but the one that really catches your attention is the red Ferrari F40.
Oh no.
It's going to be a tight squeeze, but you know what? It's a heck of an upgrade from that banger you've got at the moment.
And I
worth
think
it.
Alina would like it. Yeah. Okay.
And Richard can sit on your lap.
I call shotgun.
Yay.
Dex larceny.
Okay.
I'll sit on Alina's lap.
Deal.
Can I burn? Nah, actually, I think that'll be fine.
No problem. You'll be able to
We
break
can
the
do
lock on this car, open the door, and you just notice there's nice action on that. Italians know how to make a fucking car.
They do. Yeah.
My favorite
Climb
fucking
on
car.
it. Yeah. Throw Gemini. Is there a trunk? Probably not.
No.
Yeah.
Well, there
This
is,
trunk's like
but
this
there's an
big.
engine in it.
Yeah, exactly.
No, it's got an engine in it, and then there's an
Oh,
engine in
that's
the
true,
front
there's
as
a
well.
hood.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, well, for whoever's climbing in the back, I just throw Gemini back on them. It's just like,
That'd
here,
be
hold
me.
this.
He can sit on Ambrosia's lap. Yeah.
Just do it Beverly Hillbilly style and just have him on a rocking chair on the roof.
Oh, yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, exactly.
I figured that would be the Piper.
Yeah.
I know, Piper's like,
No, the
put him in
Piper is the
back."
one.
Doing the
Piper's the one who-
kazoo.
Piper is the one who Mr. Beans it with bricks and string and sets up this system so they can drive while on the roof
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
while juggling
Yes.
fire.
Yeah, once everyone's in, I rev it and get the fuck out of there.
Good thing we don't need to breathe.
Okay.
Yeah.
She and Ambrosia's going to tell the group that they really need to stop at the chantry because Gemini needs to go to the chantry first before going to the prince.
Always have to go to the chantry.
And she's going to be very insistent on this because if she doesn't, she can get into a lot of trouble with her own clan.
Yeah, but we can also get in trouble with the prince for not going to the prince.
No, because the Tremere will take him to the prince, and she'll be explaining this to them.
Well,
We have-
I don't
mean-
trust the Tremere's going to treat him well anyway, so I don't really care.
Yeah.
Well, I
Yeah,
guess if we
it-
stay with him to ensure that we help escort Gemini to the Tremere and then to the prince, that's okay.
Yeah, I'm cool with that. Yeah, it's fine. To the chantry then. And I'll begin begin navigating.
Yep. No problem. You make it to the Chantry incredibly quickly, though there is one unexpected thing you see on the road. It's the end!
I know what it is. Oh, it's the end? It's not the break?
The end of the
Oh.
No.
road?
No! It's the end! No, don't take us out yet!
Oh, okay. Almost.
This is the
I
end.
thought that was more cute.
This is the problem when you only hear half the sentence.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you all for coming and watching. Thank you all for coming and playing. This week we will go in order, starting with someone who stole my idea of who we were going to start with. Olina, who are you? What do you do? Do you do things? Let's find out.
I now have the end stuck in my head. I am Ms. Hearts. You can find me just about anywhere as Ms. Hearts. I was in a... What? I was in a drag competition last week and got second place.
Ooh.
Only 1 point away from first place, and I kind of didn't want first place because it came with responsibilities I didn't want, so it worked out perfectly.
Hey!
So if you would like to see me perform and you're in the Austin area, I will be at Bastrop Pride, not this Saturday, but not next Saturday at the Bastrop Convention Center for the Sparkles and Spur Drag Show. I'm doing country. I'm thrilled about that. And also in August, I will be at Kick Butt Cafe for the Decades Show with the Bat City Bombshells, doing a song from 1930 that I am actually singing. I don't sing as well as Olina. So, also, if you need any graphic design or promotional products, I own Gibo Promo and would love to help you out.
FX, who are you? What do you do? Do you do things? Let's find out.
I do in fact do things, but not a lot of things. I'm dead Western, pretty, offline for the most part, but I do love playing here on Table of Horrors. You can see me as FX here on Thursdays. But aside from that, I'm decently active on the Discord, and if you want to chat, you can find me there.
Someone who puts the in Octavia. Octavia, who are you? What do you do? Do you do things? Let's find out.
Everybody, I am Facia Starlight here on the internets, and my brain just farted really out loud, so I'm sorry. I don't know what I'm saying anymore, but yeah.
You sometimes stream over on twitch.tv/Fenice Starlight, but you will be coming back soon. So if you go over and give a follow, you'll be right there for the great comeback.
Thank you, Shiv. Yes, that's mainly it. Otherwise, you'll find me here playing with these wonderful people. And
we love
yeah.
you.
Someone who puts the bro in Ambrosia. Who are you? What do you do? Do you do things? Let's find out.
I do a lot of things. I actually do too many things, I think. I am the Gothic Ferret, and I am the Gothic Ferret on all social medias, including YouTube and Twitch, which I do stream on both. I am currently starting a new game in Shrouded, but I may be changing over to the new Elden Ring when my birthday gets here. And other than that, I'm here on Thursdays with this awesome group, of course. I am also part of another group, Lost Tribes Gaming, and we play on Wednesday nights, every other Friday night, and every other Saturday night. And you can go to our Facebook, Lost Tribes Gaming, to get the schedule, or you can check out one of my YouTube videos because my schedule is in there. Love to have you.
Putting the R in Richard. Richard, who are you? What do you do? Do you do things? Let's find out.
I am Nascavian. I play on Table of Horrors on Mondays and Thursdays. Monday I play Jason. Thursday I play Richard. I have friends.
God.
I have friends who have authored books, such as our very own Dave Breakathon, who has written Ward Breaker and Windswept. Check them out. And I have books by our very own Ms. Hearts. Check out Helpless and Brains for the Zombie Soul. So check her books out. And
Good.
I
And
didn't
I
know you had
had-
books.
Obelisk the Long Dream by Solus. Check him out.
And putting the in pipe who are you? What do you do? Do you do things? Let's find out. See?
Uh-huh. I don't know who I am. I don't know what I
No,
do.
but
I'm just
same.
here.
It's catchy.
But like, same. Yep.
Okay. Well,
Hi.
the Piper Day Breakathon has her own Twitch account, which she goes and does a lot of fun things, and you should check her out too.
Yeah,
Mainly
pretty
arson.
whenever I want, whenever I can, and I often set things on fire. And I wrote a couple of books, and I've drawn a couple of pictures, and I have a kazoo.
Yeah, the
So-
kazoo is important.
And it has just been pointed out to me by someone, I won't say who, saying putting the hard in Richard.
That was me.
We all want to put something hard in Richard. But until
yeah,
then,
like a stone of something. Yeah, no. He
yeah.
doesn't want what Ambrosia would put in him.
Thank you for coming. You can check out the links over there, down there, for links to Discord, YouTube, audio-only versions. VTM is, I'm going on break, I guess, technically, for like 3 weeks. Next week, Noscavian, I'm going to let him go out and have a life, rather than be forced to sit here and stream for us. And then I'm fucking off somewhere for 2 weeks. But while I'm away, I will be doing things. We will go raiding over on Artificer Eden, who are playing that Vampire Sex game I've heard so much about. But legally, morally, objectively, we can't go until Ambrosia says the line.
Damn it, Richard!
Perfect.